Okay, this would be a re-recording of our thoughts of the Sonic Mania trailer of the year price point and official release date.
Yeah, but yeah.
Because the actual recording that a couple of you actually listened to live on Discord fucked up.
Yeah, it did.
I did a recording and the file was completely unusable. It would
Yeah,
not
so
open in. It would not open in any fucking editing software, and it would not. And Nikki sounded fine. I sounded. I sounded like so far away. It was ridiculous.
so basically, if you just wanted to hear me chat for most of it, that would have been the whole episode, wouldn't it?
Which is strange, really, because I've heard the recording because it's in the other room, and I've heard myself heard the recordings of that, and I sound pretty much fine. Even in the live streams, I sound fine. A bit echoey, but I'm fine.
Yeah,
But anyway,
because there's a rough amendment from what we tried to do last time.
I can't remember what the hell I said, so as we watched the trailer again, and I instantly, and everyone was talking about it, the animation is Toei quality. It's not Toei, but it's that high.
Yeah. In fact, actually, since then I've looked into who's been doing it, and what I've read, I can't remember the name, but damn, flash his name up when you get the chance. Apparently, he's an artist who actually has worked on the the Mega Drive arc for the Archie comics, and he had help handling with this. So, yeah, pretty much, if basically as he said, it's pretty much trying to emulate CD, and boy, does it get CD's look.
What do we get? It fucking nailed it. That's textbook.
Yeah.
Amount of times I've seen the original Sonic CD opening, it just do a cartoon using this animation. Pay this guy. Give him a full animation studio.
I think the problem is just basically to produce a weekly television show in that quality. I'm not sure if that's possible, but whatever.
Tyson Hesse or Tyson Hesse, Hesse. I don't know how you pronounce it.
All right.
But Tyson, you did a fucking bang up job. That it looks great.
Yeah.
I could watch the entire mission in just sketch alone, or even the blueprint kind of sketch you had at the end.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, the fact that it starts off with, and it's funny because the trailer definitely wants to be a very homemade look. I mean, it starts off with the initial doodle of Sonic, and then
Sonic the Sketchhog.
Yeah, that look, the one that Sonic Team has on their blog website.
Briefly give him bunny ears because hey, remember?
That's what. Yeah, again, we're running the
feel the rabbit.
Yeah.
don't feel the rabbit. Don't.
Actually, that's a good reference if that was the intent.
I think that was the intent. It's like Sonic was originally going to be a rabbit, but you know.
Yeah.
The story every single Sonic fan knows.
I know, but again, another reference to another Sonic Team game. And anyway,
the actual trailer, aside from all the glorious animation, we see a bit more gameplay. Like, oh, here's Green Hill, here's Studiopolis, here's Mirage Saloon. But we actually got glimpses of a plant-infested Stardust Speedway. So, who knows whether or not actually is a combination of all three games, or four games, considering it was released separately. I think when I was younger, I always thought Sonic and Knuckles was Sonic 4.
Well, won't blame you.
I can't really blame me. It's just like Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles.
SNK is like,
Yeah. Or if you're going to be really technical about it, Sonic 3 is Sonic 4.
Yeah, it's like, oh, oh god, here we go.
Because at the end of the trailer, it does show on the elevator buttons of 1, 2, 3, K, and M.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, if they want to do it for a gag, I mean, I've said this before, but they should have had like a little they should have had like the 4 button, but it's like broken or whatever, just as a little funny gag.
Just an out of order sign next to it.
I know, exactly. Just to, as a fun little, we accept it. I know some people won't consider it canon because, God almighty, we can talk about canon until the cows die. But, again, if they're going for the whole, let's wink here, reference here, Easter egg that, I mean, again, I would love to definitely see if they got any Sonic 4.
I would be surprised if maybe 1 or 2 of them in there.
Yeah.
This all of a sudden they've got a sprite-based version of maybe Spagonia Castle.
Yeah.
No, Sylvania Castle. What the fuck is I don't know why it says Spagonia. That's a completely different game.
Well, basically, it's that one level that sounds like Castlevania, basically. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. Or basically a small little Animal Farm set.
Yeah.
Might have been a different name, but that's all I get from it.
Yeah. Yeah, but again, one of the strange things about this is that when you think about it, for all of Mania's sort of promotion and announcements, we've only really had 2 trailers for the whole game.
And 2 edited trailers.
Yeah, I mean, we've had the
same
first
thing coming 27, coming soon, then coming spring, then coming summer.
Yeah, exactly. So we've had that. Those don't really count. But generally speaking, we've only had 2 major videos to sort of showcase here is the new 2D Sonic game, and a couple of
Yeah, although we've had teasers and little saying, look, here's flying battery. It did show a flying battery. I completely forgot about that. I'm looking forward to playing that stage. It's one of my favorite levels from Sonic and Knuckles.
I know, I'm just saying, well, they definitely remixed that one, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm just watching the gameplay trailer of that. It's just like, I want to play it because it's got brand new areas I want to discover.
Exactly. It's also... Actually, one thing I noticed is actually there's a bit where they're going down this tube, like sort of going down it, and it actually swaps from Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles throughout the footage.
Yeah, and that's the Marble Garden kind of downward spiral.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny because I did watch that and I did think to myself like, oh, and I don't know whether this is true, but it does seem like could you at all switch between the characters at any given point, or is it just typical select character Sonic all the way through?
I'm always surprised actually there's a save feature like Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah, but like I said, it's just a funny thing looking at that. It's like, oh, wouldn't it be funny to, switch on the characters on the fly type thing, which a la Sonic Heroes.
I'm pretty sure a couple of bedroom programmers who did the Sonic Heroes classic hack with us in questions.
Yeah. But like I said, I mean, that's the whole gimmick, obviously, is the fact. And actually, the other thing I liked was the speed, flight, punt, and the glide and punch and climb thing. Yeah, I love that a little bit.
Yeah. But anyway, Sonic Mania is officially going to be released on August 15th and is on retail for $19.99 in the US and $19.99 in the US and £14.99 in the UK. But right now on the pre-purchase a 10% discount, so 18 and free $13.50.
Yeah,
which doesn't sound like much, but honestly, it's just $20 for an indie game is pretty much a decent asking point, although a bit high because usually indie games like this caliber go for like $15, maybe £10.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're trying to count this in as you can look at this as like, obviously we want to make the traditional 2D Sonic game a la an indie style using indie developers to make it.
Yeah, it does seem a bit more expensive than Sonic 4.
Yeah, though that said, the funny thing is that we know this is still pre-order, and again, they haven't said really that this is for physical release yet, or have they done that or since then?
It has been rated by, aside from that, it has been rated by PEGI, and except for the Nintendo Switch version. So, yeah. But the physical cartridges of Sonic Mania on the Switch is real. Everything else, we just don't know. We're not too sure. We don't know if it's going to get the same treatment as Shovel Knight and Mighty Number 9.
Yeah.
And ukulele. I mean, again, I was going to say ukulele as well because we're going to be playing that, but that's a full 3D game.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, bizarrely enough, Team 17 are the one who pushed to put it in a box sale, but yeah, again, I'm not sure. Maybe later down the line, if they do DLC and they'll release Sonic Mania, the full collection type thing or something like that. In fact, you said, they should try and do, every Sonic game in one package, 1, 2, 3, K, and probably this.
Yeah, the Mania collection.
Yeah.
1, 2, and CD. But as a bonus, you get Sonic 3 and Knuckles remastered if this sells very good, which we all know it will.
That's it. Well, and again, it's funny because we're talking about this a few weeks after the Forces reveal, and it did seem we were wondering about how much, because Mania did sort of calm down for a while in terms of big news.
Because Mania says basically we knew what it was going to be about. So Forces is still up in the air. What's it going to be about?
Yeah. Now that we know, I mean, obviously it's now the internet's a hot ride mess about in terms of is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Is it just a bad idea? Is it a smart idea? Blah 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 blah.
Well, wait until you get the freaking game.
I know, exactly. I mean, in comparison, obviously, people have actually got to play Mania, whereas Forces nobody knows outside of maybe, I guess, people at Sonic Team and Sega, but who knows until we get E3.
Which is coming up soon.
Yeah. But again, I like the fact that, it's nice to know that Mania is still part of the whole thing. I think a lot of people have been worried about, oh, Forces, it's going to be an awful game, whatever. It's like, look, you've got Mania to satisfy you. So regardless, whatever the hell that game ends up being, you still got this game, all right? So really, this is, as I said before, it does seem like they are trying so hard to please such a ravenous group of people to say, look,
it's no different than the time they released Sonic 4 and Sonic Colors in the same time block.
Yeah.
It's like, here's for the hardcore, here's for the casuals, which unfortunately was the opposite way around the way it actually responded. Them, It's like Sonic 4 seemed more to kiddie because you could play within 2 hours, and Sonic Colors was more challenging and appealed a lot more to the hardcore crowd.
I know. Well, then again, the fact that Sonic 4 actually gave you more lives than you needed, and Sonic Colors didn't give you anything for all your hard work. So,
Well, August 15th, $20, £15. Link is in the description below to the Steam page as well as pre-orders.